Consistency is often the single most powerful factor in achieving a long-term success, but it's also one of the hardest things to maintain. We all know that success doesn't come overnight. It's easy to look at someone who has reached the peak of their success and think they were just lucky or that they had some magical advantage. However, the truth is that behind every successful person, there is an unwavering commitment to consistency. Success isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. It's a journey that takes time, effort, and persistence. While motivation comes in bursts, consistency is the thing that keeps you going when the excitement fades. It's the act of showing up day after day, even when the road ahead feels tough, uncertain, or unexciting. Success isn't built on moments of brilliance or perfection. It's built on the steady, unglamorous work that happens consistently over time. When we think about success, we often envision big moments, the sudden breakthroughs, the dramatic turning points. It's easy to believe that success is the result of one big, bold decision or one monumental action. But in reality, success is the result of many small, consistent efforts over a long period of time. It's the cumulative effect of daily work, repeated over and over again. The key to achieving anything significant is the ability to keep going, even when things get hard, when motivation is low, and when you don't feel like doing the work. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes, sometimes when you need it most, sometimes when you least expect it. But consistency is what makes success possible when motivation is nowhere to be found. It's the act of committing to your goals, no matter how difficult, and showing up each day to do the work that needs to be done. We've all had moments where we felt motivated to take on the world, to chase our dreams with full force. Maybe it was the start of a new year, the beginning of a new project, or a moment of inspiration. In those moments, everything feels possible. It's easy to dive in head first, to work late into the night, to push ourselves to the limit. But what happens when that initial burst of energy fades? What happens when the excitement wears off and the grind starts to feel harder? What do you do when motivation is nowhere to be found and you're left with a task that feels overwhelming? The truth is that this is where most people fall off the path to success. They rely too heavily on motivation and forget that real progress is made through consistency. The difference between those who succeed and those who give up is the ability to continue, even when things aren't easy, even when the path ahead seems unclear. This is where the power of consistency comes in. When motivation fades and the going gets tough, it's consistency that keeps you moving forward. It's the discipline to show up every single day and do the work, even when you don't feel like it. Consistency is what allows you to take the small steps that will eventually lead to big results. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or hoping that inspiration will strike. It's about creating a routine, developing habits, and staying committed to your goals regardless of the circumstances. Motivation may come and go, but consistency is a force that remains steady. The key to achieving anything is not about working harder for a short burst of time, but about working smarter and sustaining that effort over the long run. Even when it feels like you're making slow progress, the act of showing up every day is what creates momentum. It's the daily efforts, no matter how small, that compound over time to create lasting success. Many people make the mistake of thinking that success is a result of intense, sporadic bursts of effort, or that it's about waiting for that aha moment. when everything clicks. They believe that if they just work hard enough or wait for that perfect moment, success will come to them. But the truth is that success doesn't happen that way. Success is the result of consistent, persistent effort, even when things aren't going perfectly. The most successful people in the world aren't the ones who waited for everything to be perfect. They're the ones who kept showing up day after day, despite the obstacles, despite the failures, and despite the doubts. Success is built on small actions taken consistently over time. It's not about grand gestures or major breakthroughs. It's about making progress each day, even when it feels like the results aren't immediately visible. Forcing yourself to be consistent doesn't mean that you have to give 100% every single time. It's not about pushing yourself to the brink of exhaustion or expecting perfection from yourself every day. It's about showing up, doing the work, and staying committed to the process, even on the days when you don't feel your best. Consistency is the key to building habits, and habits are the foundation of success. Every time you commit to staying consistent, even when the circumstances aren't ideal, you are building a muscle that will serve you in every area of your life. It's the ability to keep going, even when the energy is low or when things aren't going as planned. It's the willingness to show up, take action, and make progress even when you don't feel like it. This is what separates those who succeed from those who give up. It's not about perfection. It's about persistence. It's about showing up every day, doing the work, and trusting that over time, those small, consistent efforts will pay off. We often forget that success isn't a result of one big leap forward. It's the result of countless small, consistent actions that add up over time. Success is built on the foundation of those small, everyday efforts that might seem insignificant in the moment, but that are essential in building momentum. Whether it's writing one page a day, reading a few chapters a day, or working on a skill for a few minutes each day, those small actions compound over time to create significant results. Success is a marathon, not a sprint. And just like in a marathon, the race is won by those who can keep going when everyone else gives up. Every small action you take, no matter how insignificant it seems, is an important step toward your goal. The key is to stay consistent, to keep showing up, and to trust that your efforts will pay off in the long run. So how do you build that consistency when it feels so difficult? How do you force yourself to keep going, especially on the days when you want to quit? The answer lies in understanding that consistency isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's not about waiting for the ideal circumstances or the perfect moment to start. It's about showing up, taking action, and making progress, no matter how small the step is. It's about creating habits that will keep you on track even on the days when motivation is lacking. Consistency is about commitment. It's about making a decision to show up every day no matter what. It's about building momentum by taking action, even when you don't feel like it. The more consistent you are, the more momentum you create, and the easier it becomes to keep going. In this video, we'll explore why forcing yourself to be consistent is not only possible, but essential for reaching your goals. We'll discuss how consistency works, how you can develop the habits that will keep you on track, and how you can overcome the resistance and self-doubt that will inevitably come your way. Whether your goals are big or small, whether you're just starting or you've been working at it for years, the key to success is consistency. It's about showing up, doing the work, and staying committed to your dreams even when it feels difficult. Remember, success doesn't come from one massive leap forward. It comes from the accumulation of small, consistent actions. Every step you take, no matter how small, is progress. So don't wait for motivation to strike. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Create your own momentum and keep showing up. The success you want is built on consistency. And with each day that you commit to showing up, you're one step closer to achieving your dreams. Consistency doesn't just apply to work and career goals. It's relevant in every area of life. Whether it's your fitness goals, your relationships, or even your mental well-being, consistency is the foundation upon which everything else is built. You don't need to see immediate results to know that you're on the right path. The key is to trust the process and give yourself credit for the consistent effort you're putting in, no matter how small. Over time, those efforts add up, and you will begin to see the fruits of your labor. Success is not just about having a talent for something. It's about how much effort you're willing to put in over time. We often sabotage ourselves by seeking perfection. We think that if we don't give our best every single day, we won't make any progress. This mindset can create unnecessary stress and frustration. Instead of striving for perfection, focus on consistent progress. Even on days when you're not at your best, doing something small is better than doing nothing at all. A little bit of progress every day adds up to a lot over time. Success doesn't require you to have all the answers or to always feel energized and motivated. What it requires is the discipline to keep going, no matter the circumstances. When things get tough, remind yourself that the struggle is part of the process. The journey may be challenging, but it's the consistent effort you put in, even during difficult times, that will carry you toward your goal. Consistency also builds confidence. When you show up every day, even when you don't feel like it, you prove to yourself that you are capable. This builds self-trust, which is a powerful asset. The more consistent you are, the more you'll believe in your own ability to succeed, even when the odds are against you. So, in summary, consistency is about developing habits, routines, and a mindset that can withstand the ups and downs. It's about showing up every day, even when the excitement fades. With every step you take, you are building momentum, and that momentum will carry you through to success. The most important thing is to keep going. Don't let obstacles or setbacks stop you. Consistency is the key to reaching your goals, and with it, success is inevitable. If you're finding this valuable so far, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and don't forget to leave a comment below. Let me know how you stay consistent, even on the tough days.